A wise man once said, "Tough times don't last, tough people do." In the case of NC State safety Jarvis Byrd, the hard times have seemed to be never-ending. Recovering from 3 ACL tears has made him one of the toughest players ever to wear the red and white. Byrd arrived on campus in the summer of 2009 as a highly ranked defensive back from Pahokee, Florida. A hamstring injury slowed his early progress, and midway through the 2009 season, it looked like he might end up redshirting. But he was called into action in the 8th game back in 2009. Byrd's first game was against FSU in Tallahassee, and he tallied 4 tackles and just 14 snaps from scrimmage. 2 weeks later, he was named a starter, and by the time the season finale rolled around against North Carolina, he was playing the majority of the defensive snaps.
But the quarterback snapped the ball when I was still picking in the backfield, so he kind of drove me off the ball and kind of like just threw me like on the ground. I was trying to control myself and sling him off, and soon I tried to sling him off the opposite way. My knee ended up shifting in and out, and I heard my ACL pop.
Having never been injured in his life, Byrd had no idea how serious an ACL reconstruction could be. He soon discovered that his rehab would be through the spring and summer of 2010, and that his best option was to redshirt the entire 2010 campaign. It was hard to watch his team's success as the Wolfpack finished 9-4 with wins over Florida State, North Carolina, and West Virginia.
It really humbled me because I seen my teammates and everything. I've seen my teammates, them out there, and it made me appreciate the game more. I seen Brandon, Earl, CJ, the guys who I just got finished playing with, out there playing and having fun. And I just wanted to be out there. So I just learned a lot. I became a student of the game. I studied more film. Then I just tried to become a smarter player overall.
Byrd came back with a vengeance in the spring of 2011. After a solid spring, Byrd earned the starting job at the boundary cornerback spot in 2011. He felt like his career was finally on track as he prepared for the season. Missing a second year was devastating to the player who had shown so much promise and worked so hard to come back from his first ACL tear. Instead of focusing on football, he spent all of his time in the sports medicine facility rehabbing his knee and working on his degree. By the time the 2012 campaign rolled around, Byrd felt like the forgotten man in the Wolfpack defensive backfield. His disappointment grew to disillusionment as he became just a name on the roster who didn't see any action on the playing field. Following the season, however, Byrd began to see some light at the end of the tunnel when Dave Doran was named head coach of the NC State football program.
When this new coaching staff came, I just feel like that was just a new opportunity, a new shot for me to like rebound.
Byrd entered spring with a new mindset, determined to prove his worth to the new coaching staff. Just a few practices in, the new coaches came to him with a proposition. Would he be willing to move to safety?
Train action was hard at first because I still had the mindset of a cornerback. But the further I got and the more coaching that I got, it helped me become like a better safety and like understand the game more.
It didn't take him long to earn his starting job back at his new position. In addition to having success on the field, he earned recognition as a leader when he was named to the team's newly inaugurated Leadership Council. Byrd determined to put the hard times behind him and concentrate on having a great senior campaign. He started the first 5 games of the season, playing almost every defensive snap. Then, the Wolfpack traveled to Wake Forest. Incomprehensibly, he suffered a 3rd ACL injury. This time, Byrd's feelings went from devastated to depressed.
Getting cut block, blindsided by a guy from Wake Forest and just took out my ACL.
He's seen multiple guys coming in and out of here, and he's seen the bad things of the injuries, such as what he's gone through with his ACL, and the minor things, such as the soft tissue things. And it's, you know, he's a really good motivator for our younger guys, and a guy that now, you know, a lot of the individuals on this team really look up to, you know, not just in the training room, but I think in the locker room as well. So he's a leader in a lot of ways.
Even before he knew his 6th year had been granted by the NCAA, Byrd was working with the mindset that he was going to be a leader this year.
I just want people to remember me as a fighter, somebody who never gave up. Like when all the odds was against me, all that adversity I faced, I never like gave up. I never turned my back on my team. I stayed there with them through the thick and thin, and just to hear a true champion.
Byrd will earn his degree this month, and he's excited about the upcoming season. He hopes, however, that his legacy isn't defined by his tough times, but how he overcame them.